First of all, the ambulance situation is outrageous, and you can't be making them accusations. Listen, I don't like Chris. I don't have to like him, but no one's to hurt anybody here, you know. And it's a shame that he lives in that world of paranoia where he genuinely believes that anybody's out to get him, because nobody really is. And it's for his toenail. I couldn't care less about his toenail. You know, like, bro, like, I don't care. I mean, I'll cut some of mine off and give it to him if he wants.
I wouldn't say there's been a lot of respect anyway. Personally, I don't like him. You know, he thought I was going to be an easy touch, which is why he fought welterweight. So is there much respect there?
Eubank Jr. admitted he has genuine respect for Conor Benn, saying that going the full 12 rounds proved his determination, grit, and true fighting spirit. He explained that Benn kept pushing forward, stayed calm under pressure, and never gave up, which ultimately earned his respect.
After those 12 rounds, do you respect Conor Benn?
Yeah. I have to. The guy went 12 rounds with me. He didn't give up. He didn't quit, like so many fighters have done over the past years. So in that sense,
Johnny Nelson said Chris Eubank Jr. showed no real improvement in the first fight and believes he has nothing new to bring to the table. He argued that Conor Benn will continue to grow and improve in the rematch, which makes him the clear favorite to win.
He'll give himself every possible chance that's going, but in reality, you know, personally, I just think the last performance of Chris, I thought, you've got nothing left. There's no more improvement on what I'm seeing there. And I know there was a weight issue and all the build up to it. I thought there's no more improvement there.
Does that mean you think do you think Conor Benn will be better in the second fight?
Yes.
Does that mean that you think that by him being better and there's no more left from Chris Eubank, that Conor Benn's able to bridge the gap and get an outcome in his second fight?
Without a doubt.
You do?
He couldn't have done any more. If he could have knocked out Conor in that fight, he would have done.
Yeah.
He just couldn't get rid of him. And Conor stuck it. So regardless of him being surprised that Conor stuck it out a lot more,
Benn dismissed the ambulance drama, calling it ridiculous and saying Chris Eubank Jr. lives in a world of paranoia. He explained that while he doesn't like Eubank, he'd never wish harm on him or any other fighter. Benn said it's absurd for Eubank to believe people are out to get him, because no one really is. Joking about Eubank's toenail excuse, Benn added that he couldn't care less about it, and sarcastically said he'd cut some of his own toenails and give them to him if that would help.
First of all, the ambulance situation is outrageous, and you can't be making them accusations. Listen, I don't like Chris. I don't have to like him, but no one's to hurt anybody here, you know. And it's a shame that he lives in that world of paranoia where he genuinely believes that anybody's out to get him, because nobody really is. And it's for his toenail. I couldn't care less about his toenail. You know, like, bro, like, I don't care. I mean, I'll cut some of mine off and give it to him if he wants.
Conor. Benn reflected on their first fight and admitted he was caught with a clean headshot, but insisted it didn't hurt him. He explained that his biggest mistake was allowing Chris Eubank Jr. to trap him against the ropes instead of staying disciplined and using his boxing IQ to control the distance and pace of the fight.
This hurt you at all in that fight?
He hit me maybe in I think it was around 9 or 10, hit me with a shot. He called me a good shot.
Right.
But it was one shot.
Headshot or body
shot?
Headshot.
One headshot.
And I felt like you hurt him several times throughout that fight.
3-4 times I could see. Where he then just stumbled in and done what he had to do. Yep. You know, he used his weight wisely. I made mistakes in there with letting him push me back to the ropes, which I shouldn't have done.
But weren't you tired?
When I tired?
Weren't you tired? Yeah.
You look tired at times. Like,
No,
I thought you were tired. I thought you were spent, and that's why.
No, I wasn't tired. I should have never let him push me back. It was a lot of leaning and a lot of smothering, and you know, I should have used my boxing brain more instead of letting me get dragged into what he was.
Conor. Benn's training camp has been centered on building power, stamina, and explosiveness through intense cardio sessions, heavy bag work, and focused jab drills. The team's main goal is to enhance his pressure, endurance, and overall ring IQ to ensure he's sharper and more dominant in the rematch.
Come on.
Chris Eubank Jr.'s training camp has focused on discipline, sharp footwork, and improved defensive awareness. He's been refining his patience, timing, and overall conditioning to balance his trademark aggression with smarter, more tactical precision in the rematch. Conor Benn said Eubank must change his approach this time or the outcome will be identical. He expressed confidence that if Eubank repeats his past mistakes, he'll exploit them and make him pay even more decisively.
Yeah. Do you expect anything different in the rematch from him?
There better be something different, because if not, it's going to be the same outcome.
Chris Eubank Jr. confirmed that his father will be present on fight night, but won't be involved in the training camp. He explained that their relationship has improved significantly and revealed that they plan to film a TV show together soon.
Involved in the rematch in some capacity? Will he be there on fight night, I guess?
He will be there. He will be there when it counts. In terms of my training and my camp, he's not been a part of that part of my life for a long time, so I don't see that changing. But you know, we talk. I think I'm filming a TV show with him tomorrow. Okay. So things are a lot better than they were.
Hearn praised their first fight as one of the most thrilling bouts in British boxing history. He confirmed that the highly anticipated rematch will take place at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on November 15th, but also warned both fighters about the serious physical risks involved.
I have to give, you know, despite our differences, I have to give Junior respect, because he went to some deep places that night. Both of them did. And they're choosing to run it back and go to the same places where they will definitely be going in this fight. So, you know, the first fight date, which was September 20th, didn't get off the ground because, you know, Eubank physically said he wasn't ready for that fight. So we're here now, November 15th, back at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and back for another.
Froch advised Conor Benn to remain composed, rely on his jabs and feints, and conserve energy for crucial moments in the fight. He explained that timing and patience are just as important as power when competing at such a high level.
I'd like to see you calm it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Just on the outside, just the movement. Just steady it down.
That's boring though, Carl.
No. On the outside, man. You don't want to be chucking energy away and burning down the bar. Think of it.
It's boring.
No, it's not boring, because then you get in range and make it exciting. I'm talking about technically on the outside, and I'm not telling Tony Sims how to do his job, but just calm me down a little bit on the outside. Little feints, little jabs, little movements, just little shows. Have a look at this, trigger him, and then have a fight with him.
Yeah.
Don't burn anything. Waste 12 rounds, man. He's tough. One thing about him he's inherited from his dad is a toughness.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a massive banger, me. I've done a lot of sparring with Chris Eubank.
Carl. Froch also criticized Chris Eubank Jr. for publicly complaining about officials and fines, emphasizing that professionalism is essential and that his focus should remain entirely on the fight itself.
Or being sort of annoyed with Eddie Hearn and the British Boxing Board of Control, because he's been fined quite a lot.
Yeah.
Got fined for not making the weight. I know he's supposed to make the weight. I think it was £500,000. But the Board of Control do a fantastic job, and they're there for the safety of the fighter. And I personally know Robert Smith, and he does a great job. So for him to slag off Robert Smith, I think that's a mistake, and one that he'll probably regret. I ain't got a problem with him calling out Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn should sit there and keep his mouth shut.
Yeah.
I don't think he should be speaking. And I know he tried to say, I was going to say something about Ricky Hatton, but that, in terms of that press conference and then that setting, it's irrelevant, because they're talking about the fight. They're there to promote the Eubank Benn rematch.
Benn's camp believes he now has the right mindset, refined tactics, and valuable experience at higher weights to take control of the rematch. They said his patience and discipline will be the key factors that give him the upper hand this time.
I don't believe it'll go out the window on the next fight. I believe that he'll be there, calm, and he'll be there to do a job on Chris Eubank Jr. the next time. And he knows Chris can't hurt him. He wasn't hurt at any time in the fight. And he, as I say, he's boxed up at middleweight now, so he knows what that feels like. And I believe the next time around it'll be a different fight.
Smith predicted that Conor Benn will come in far more aggressive this time, and highlighted clear signs of aging in Chris Eubank Jr. He said Benn's youth, endurance, and growing confidence could shift the momentum and ultimately tilt the fight in his favor.
Regardless of the weight, I think I bring Conor into the fight more next time regardless. I think Chris is getting older and starting to look older, and I think that fight won't have done him any favours. I think that'll have put even more miles on the clock with Chris. Seeing Chris training with knee braces on, elbow braces, stuff like that. I'll give Conor a real chance next time.
Peter. Fury said the rematch is a genuine 50-50 contest, but believes Conor Benn can improve if he learns from their first encounter. He emphasized,
I don't know, I think Ben can do more, and he's going to learn from it, the first one. So, and Eubank looked drained at that weight. I'm surprised he's gone in again for the same weight, same rules, because you could see he looked like he was struggling to get to that weight, and it showed in there at times. So I think it's a 50-50. You know, Ben's in with a better chance this time than the first time.
Ben said he's going to box more in the second fight. Is that the game plan you would deploy, or?
Yeah, you've got to box. Look, it's called boxing for a reason. You know, you've got to box. When you're looking for big shots and take somebody's head off, somebody will pick you apart. You know, this is skill set in there. At this level, you got to box your way.
That's it for today's video. What are your thoughts on this matchup? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.